Okay, we have a lot of unanswered questions. I think all of them now are officially just in his office. We need to find out what this passcode is. CS, customer service, OO, and BD. I wish they were initials, but they can't be initials. So I have no idea what they could be. I mean, for the classics, we'll do 451. How did I list it? No. So customer service, no. CS00 BD birthday. What does that mean?
What a fancy. It says.
All right, let's see what we got here. Could be 7 or 9. Laura from CS. I get that it might be related to Laura, but what number? Like, how would you even figure that out? This safe. We need to figure this out. So customer service, operating. Freddy's the operating person, but then what is branch something? Doesn't say there. We have branch manager there, but that's not BD. Okay, so we've got the receptionist, operating, like the operating overseer thing. Definitely customer service, janitor, branch manager, and then ooh, bus driver? Is that just his title? Okay. Okay. So there's only one OO. Bus driver, they said there were 4 of them that were busy. Okay, customer service. They said 2 of the desks were unused. So I think there were 4 spaces, but only two of them worked. Okay.
It. Oh,
what if he has an alarm on this?
I always wanted to open a ridiculously big safe. Let's see what secrets he has in here.
It's probably money for his little kids. Like, why would we do this? What if he comes in here and finds this? Dear Ingrid, I know I haven't been there for you and the kids. Oh my god, this is so intimate. But things are looking up. I would love to take you to a romantic getaway to Hollandaise. Love, Manfred. Okay. Something about demands. Employee of the month. TV in my room. Keep quiet about the thing. Do all these things and nothing will happen to you. Okay. And then we've got a set of keys that I assume... Ah, the server room key. I assume it opens everything. This is
Awful lot of security for a branch manager of a bus company.
That is true.
Wait, this keychain. Here it is. The key for the server room.
Why do we need to get in there necessarily? Like, the branch manager is clearly being blackmailed about the situation. Okay, so we now know that Manfred is being blackmailed because I honestly think it's Rufus. Rufus wanted to snitch. I think someone definitely wants... I think it's definitely Manfred got blackmailed, but we don't know why yet. Okay. Well, let's go to the server room and figure this out. We might get some more clues in there. Can I talk to him some more?
Why would Laura recruit? Aren't there any...
I've been the truth. Huh?
Okay, I can't ask him any more stuff. I feel like the only person who would say like they want a TV in their room specifically is someone who works isolated from the rest of the office, you know?
Let's see what's hidden in here.
I assume just servers.
What are you doing?
Secret detective business.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Look, don't you have like 1,000 emails to answer? Why don't you go do that?
We interrupt this program for an important news announcement.
If you enjoy lo-fi Let's Plays to relax to, subscribe now and never miss a video. There's a new episode every day, so subscribe to get notified for new content. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching. Now back to the episode.
Oh.
The electrical sparks and blinking lights created a claustrophobic atmosphere. I definitely felt that I wasn't supposed to be here.
She doesn't even go here. Yeah, no, I will say this voice actor is making sure that the game gets its money worth.
What's he keeping in all these boxes?
Who is he? Well, I guess we assume Manfred is the one in charge of all this stuff.
I don't think it's meant to do this.
This is where I accidentally touched something and end up as roast up very quickly. Oh, we can look at ourselves. Oh, there's a little nibble in our hat. It's not tattered. It's just Indiana Jones chic, you know? It's all the rage nowadays. He's tired. Oh, he's anxious. Aww. Breadcrumbs of shame.
Has that been there the whole day?
I think that is a thing, right? Like you can't, like apparently ducks shouldn't eat bread. Like we shouldn't be feeding them that. I have no idea. I'm more concerned that this calendar was flipped recently because today is September 7th, and that is like a tear calendar. So someone is actively doing this, but they also have that adult like fiction alien book on the top with a lava lamp. Like who is down here?
Honestly, this is nicer than my apartment.
Yeah, they've got like definitely water, they've got bananas. I assume those are bottles of alcohol. Got a mini fridge. Ooh, easy. Bear bus 100 schmark voucher. Okay. Are these legit vouchers or is someone selling fake vouchers? New unused 100 schmark voucher now selling for 80 schmark. Why would you sell something for less than its value? That's suspicious. Very suspicious. Camera playback. Okay. So someone's watching the CCTV of the buses. We could see who looked at Freddy's bag. Lisa, how to delete Issei selling history. Dad, this is not Google. Manipulate history, confusing message. Okay. Who's Lisa?
What's up with these bear bus vouchers on Issei?
Is that like Manfred's like child? The twins? I thought they were like babies considering the portrait, but okay, we have a lot of stuff here. So now we have no idea. So I would say the Salami Bandit blackmailed Manfred to make him stay quiet about Freddy didn't know. I'd say Boris illegally importing the salamis. Sophie's one. Yeah, like maybe they were in on it together, but it's clearly showing that it's wrong. So we need to figure out who is doing this. Okay. Well, we know Sophie was also told not to tell anyone stuff. So I'll tell them everything. Don't. Yeah, so oh, okay.
Sophie got kidnapped. There must be more to this.
Okay, yeah, we're saying the handwriting didn't make sense and everything was all like splattered in the reception area. Okay, so the Salami Bandit blackmailed Manfred to make him stay quiet about, I think Sophie's the one that provides the salami, so the Salami Bandit makes the most sense. But let's look at these messages. To be fair, Margaret's computer also says like, oh, and she's the one with the vouchers, the fake vouchers and stuff. Delete everything. Okay. Laura's computer. Okay. It's really funny because at my actual job, like, we use initials, so it's just like, it's actually quite funny. Okay, that makes sense. He's just into detectives. Listen up, my demands. Employee of the month. Employee of the month. TV in my living room. TV in my room. Keep quiet about the thing. Do all these. Okay. The employee of the month board. Where is that? So it's Freddy sucks. Fred. So it's Rufus, right? Because employee of the month is just Rufus's like name. And they haven't really like put anything there. So, and to be fair, Manfred did say that he didn't really, Manfred said he's not really good as an employee, so why would he have gotten employee of the month? Also, would a janitor get employee of the month out of business? Like, I mean, it'd be commendable because everyone deserves a shot, but I don't think at a bus transport the janitor would get employee of the month. He might have done it like that reluctantly. So we'll say that Rufus blackmailed Manfred to make him stay quiet about Bear Bus illegally importing salamis. Let's see, is there anything else on this map? No. So I have gotten everything. Everything is here. We just need to figure it out. Is it possible? Is it possible that these are two separate issues? Okay, that is right. So it's... Yeah, okay. So Margaret... Oh, and Rufus really likes Margaret, doesn't he? Okay, so Rufus blackmailed Manfred to make him stay quiet about Margaret illegally selling the vouchers. Now this is a thing. It can't be that. We're getting there. We've solved one sentence.
Detective work isn't easy. The thing that bothered me in particular was... I need to analyze the letter in Manfred's safe carefully. I should also see if there is a connection in the office to what's going on in the server room. I need to have a look at people's PC screens again.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, okay. So, we have... delete everything. Business vouchers. So, Margaret's definitely doing something with the vouchers. I'll tell him everything. Don't you block this number. Okay. How to delete easy selling history. I wonder if Manfred was also in on the selling of them, or if he was like, he saw it and he's like, I want us to delete this. Because someone has definitely blackmailed Manfred, and you wouldn't do that unless... Okay. This is a lot. So... Margaret is definitely the one that provides the vouchers. We need to figure out to who, though. Maybe she provides them to Manfred herself? Okay. Maybe we don't need a bunch of different names. Because I thought we had to do, maybe it's just one isolated incident. Okay. This room had the sci-fi books and stuff. We know that Rufus is a sci-fi fan. So this was probably Rufus's like little area, right? So Rufus blackmailed Manfred to make him stay quiet about Margaret illegally selling the vouchers. Margaret is the one that provides the vouchers to... Is it Rufus? Oh, or maybe Margaret isn't the one selling them. Rufus is the one selling them.
So
well,
this
he's
is
giving
what
them
Rufus
to him.
and Margaret were doing with the vouchers.
Yeah.
It might be illegal, but this wasn't what I was here for. I needed to catch the salami bandit.
Yeah, there is like a big...
I quickly needed to find out where
illegal
Sophie was being
importation.
kept. I also couldn't let the salami bandit get away with this.
Very true.
It was finally time to find out who was behind everything.
Oh boy. Okay. Oh wow, we have 2 massive ones. Okay. Okay, let's leave the server room just because the buzzing.
What are you doing in there?
Oh my.
Snooping around, are we?
Oh.
That room is strictly off limits.
Okay.
I even put up posters.
This is for important detective work.
Yeah.
Huh?
Honestly. Well then, caused a scene. Sophie is at... something. Under fight, under bus, under box. Under a... Oh. I assume under a bus, just because you can. It has to be... Sophie is at Bearbus's station under... Or probably in... But she's a giraffe. Why would you be in a box? Probably on a bus. That's the most logical explanation. Rufus is the Salami Bandit because... Our... Whose bags? It definitely wouldn't be Sophie. It definitely wouldn't be Margaret. It wouldn't be Laura. Wouldn't be Manfred. It has to be Boris or Rufus. No, not Boris or Rufus. It has to be, because it won't be Sophie. It's not Freddie, it's not Laura, it's not Margaret. It has to be either Rufus or Boris, right? Only because they clearly blackmailed Manfred into it. It has to be his and her bag are identical. I think just how the... Can't be Laura. Let's see. Oh wait, is she just at... Because we haven't been to any of the stations. Is she just like hiding here? Wait. Is she just... Sophie's at Bearbus's office on a bus. I feel like that makes sense. Or is it... Do you want it to be in a bus? Yeah, you do want it to be in a bus and not on a bus. Okay.
Oh my God! That's where she is being kept!
Okay.
It's important that I stayed calm now. I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing.
Very true.
I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them.
Okay. So... Blank is the Salami Bandit because Blank and his bag are identical. I don't think we saw any bags in there, right? So I have no idea, like, is it definitely Rufus? He blackmailed Manfred. I feel like he wouldn't do that unless there was something else they were hiding. To be fair, it was just the vouchers. It was only the vouchers that Rufus was concerned about. I don't think he'd be into stealing the food. Okay, Rufus was only about the vouchers, so his crime has nothing to do with this. What else can we look at? What else can we look at? Okay, it's definitely not Rufus. Okay, let me just look at the list. It's definitely not Rufus, it's definitely not Freddy, it's definitely not Sophie, it's definitely not Laura, and it's definitely not Margaret. So therefore, it could literally only be Manfred or Boris. Those are our two options. Okay, so if it can only be Manfred or Boris, Manfred is a salami bandit because salamis, tie, trip, vouchers, handwriting. What handwriting? Oh, on the actual notes? These three are all in blue. Are we assuming that the exact pen he used to write a letter to his wife that he never sent is the exact same font as the fake quitting letter when she was actually kidnapped, and is the same pen used to write the actual salami bandit? That would be a lot. Also, like, can the branch manager not afford salami? Like, this is a very actual, he's illegally importing salami into the country. As the manager, he would have the most access. Okay.
Manfred is the salami bandit.
Interesting.
That makes a lot of sense. Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Fredersen ended up incriminating Manfred instead. Something was missing here.
Yeah.
Who else was involved with this?
That is true.
I had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we know that Rufus already had an accomplice with Margaret, so it's likely that people are working in couples. Just like how did Sophie find out about Manfred, though? That'd be the question, because the only reason he would have to kidnap her is because she knows something. And how did she find out? Okay, the dirty work. So Manfred is the salami bandits. Okay. So Sophie is the salami bandit's accomplice because the salami bandit needed someone who could easily carry out the blank of the... Ooh, is it Boris? Boris is his accomplice because he's obviously driving the bus. And just from Sophie, like, dating Boris and being around him, she found out? Yes. Okay. Okay, that makes sense to me.
The salami bandit wasn't working alone. It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
And he was the most active bus driver. And is he the bus driver that's been moving around the most because he's really getting these shipments on? That's okay. Okay, we got this. So Manfred is the salami, no, so Boris is the salami bandit's accomplice because okay, so he used to date Sophie, and Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince Okay, I think I see where this is going. We're trying to figure out how Manfred then convinced Sophie involved in this. So Manfred is the salami bandits. It has to be accomplice, enemy, or lover. Hang on. Rufus is the salami bandit's enemy because he used to date. No, that wouldn't make sense. It's definitely who can convince Sophie into helping. Convince Sophie into helping, selling. Okay. Boris is the salami bandit's accomplice because he used to date Sophie. Okay, it is definitely helping. It's definitely accomplice. Who used to date Sophie? Okay, I keep trying to incorporate a million characters. Let me just go. Sophie was the salami bandit's accomplice. And it went down to 2 or fewer things wrong, okay? Sophie is the salami bandit's accomplice because she used to date Boris. And the salami bandit needed someone who could convince Boris into helping. Okay.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this.
Okay, it was the other way around.
Aha!
Boris didn't convince Sophie. Sophie convinced Boris.
It was time that I confront the culprits.
Yeah, let's do this.
But first, I had to free Sophie.
Yeah, we gotta go rescue her. Oh my god. They really tied her up. You put her under the bus? Girl, I was clearly tied up in a bus.
What's going on?
To be fair, the only one big enough to do that would be Manfred. Well, to be fair, Boris too.
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic. It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only
Duck Detective.
Read the room.
This is how everything went down.
Okay. Is he gonna piece it all together?
The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay.
Oh, I mean 3 hours?
It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime. So Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team.
This is crazy. So he's like, he's too
Boris's
boring for
obsession
me.
with her
He's like,
would make it
not into
easy
crimes.
for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan.
Sophie's one of them who likes bad men
Everything was
for
going
real.
well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office.
That's hilarious. So he's
Freddie
like, no,
was
he was
meant to
just
be
too
the
boring. You know,
scapegoat for
he
the
wanted to
crime.
live a life
But
without a
I'm
felony.
not fooled
So
that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch.
Huh? That's true. We haven't actually gotten to that part.
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling.
This is such a good point.
Who should get arrested for their crimes?
Manfred, Sophie,
was the
and Boris?
mastermind
All of
behind
them?
everything.
You were all involved.
Should Manfred get arrested?
Well, definitely, yeah. Is this a trick question? They all should.
He is the reason this all started.
Like, you're all-
Of course he should be arrested. What about Sophie?
Yeah.
Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been possible.
Why did he
She
convince her?
manipulated poor Boris into taking the salami across the border. Should Sophie get arrested?
My thing is, they didn't say that. They didn't say that Sophie was coerced by Manfred. Like, they've just said she's done this, and then convinced Boris because of his love for her, right? So yeah, especially if it's just you were
What
just
she
doing
did
this.
was clearly illegal. She needs to face
She also
the
needed money.
consequences. Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
If Boris knew it was illegal food in the first place, yeah. I thought it would have just been like she was just convincing him to drive. But if he also knew about the illegal substances he was
He might
moving,
have not realized what was going on entirely.
he was moving salami, right?
That doesn't mean he's not liable for engaging in the smuggling.
But he knew, like, he
All
knew
right.
that they were making him
I've
carry
made up
stuff
my mind.
that was taking 3 hours to unload.
I will report to the state police. Manfred! Sophie! Boris!
And I do it again!
Oh wow.
Anything to secure my family's well-being.
Well, is
I'm
it
not
secure
sure
now that you're in
grand-scale
jail?
salami smuggling was necessary for
And I
that.
would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't
How
for you
else
meddling
was
kids.
I going to cope with all the budget cuts? If anyone actually worked in this office, we wouldn't have such terrible performance in the first place.
Hey, I work.
Yes, and then you keep asking for promotions. How am I going to give anyone a promotion if we have people baking cakes during working hours?
It
And
was
while we're
for a
at it,
birthday cake, man.
Rufus, how dare you embezzle money from the company?
Sir, you
then
also were doing
threaten me.
illegal crimes. But yes.
That's... Rufus said we're only doing that until his book takes off. And then I'll play the lead alien in the movie
Oh,
adaptation.
are they his books?
Look who's going to jail now, Manfred.
Sir, you also
Not
need to be
me,
fined or
that's
something.
for sure.
No, you need to do something. Like, illegal smuggling is far worse than selling fake vouchers online.
I stand by what
But-
I said. I regret nothing.
Okay.
What is this? If I had known that calling the duck detective would result in this, I would have never done it. You were
What?
supposed to find out who stole my lunch, not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
Well, not accused. We did find her tied up in a bus. I think it's very... She's clearly in something.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning. Why did Boris have to lose the bag?
What
My
about
God,
why
he's
did you...
such an idiot!
Is that how you broke up with him? Because he lost your very
I
expensive
had no
goods?
idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan?
That's crazy.
You said your cousin was ill, and the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
Oh. But you knew they were legal to
I
move.
should have known. If you're stupid enough to believe that,
Man.
then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
You don't have to yell this is
you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective.
Freddy.
You're just as cool as I imagined.
We actually still don't know who stole her lunch. That's a good that's a good way. Laura, I don't know what to tell you.
The truth is an ugly mistress.
Oh, all their little paws.
But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
Wow. Okay. Oh, interesting. This is a very interesting stat. Okay, 98% of players decided to arrest Manfred, 63% of players decided to arrest Sophie, and 69% of players decided to arrest Boris. I'm very interested why people chose more Boris over Sophie. I would have understood if it was a linear line, right? Manfred was clearly the main mastermind, Sophie was clearly the organizer of all the drops and stuff, and Boris was just the transportation guy and wasn't fully aware of the situation. So I would have thought it would have been like Manfred obvious, Sophie definitely a second in the middle, maybe 50-50, and then Boris is the least. But I'm very curious why people chose to arrest Boris more over Sophie, because yeah, there wasn't any like harsh blackmail from Manfred, there wasn't any coercion. Like Sophie just seemed to be in on this with him from the jump, which is interesting. I don't like, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I don't think there was any information that said that she was like originally coerced into this, you know what I mean? Whereas like even with Boris, like he definitely knew they were salamis. Salamis are not legal on this side of the border, but he thought he was doing it for someone's sweet sister person, you know, who was ill. You're still smuggling goods, but you know, at least in theory he had good intentions. So yeah, that's a curious stat. Oh, that's the credits? Oh damn. Wait, we don't know who stole her lunch. What was her lunch? Wait, we have questions. We still have questions. And then I'm surprised that we don't like look into Rufus and Margaret selling illegal vouchers, you know? We just busted like an illegal smuggling ring and are just calling it a day. Oh, Brian David Gilbert is Freddy. You know what? That makes a lot of sense now. That makes so much sense. Oh, well, that was a cute game. The music was nice. It was very comical. Enjoyed it so much. It was such a cute, nice vibe. And it was nice to unwind, you know? Nice. Oh, Oreo the cat. Nice little...
Oh, crap.
What's up?
I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura.
How could you forget the most important
Everybody
thing?
already went home.
How?
How am I going to pay for the bus? Guess I'm walking home.
Some expensive salami better fall out of the sky.
Ahem. Need a ride? I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
No, thank you.
Come on, it'll be fun!
Fun.
Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
Tired. I need money.
I really don't.
If you could pay my fee.
Please?
Yeah, fine.
This man is gonna find out where we live and just sit there.
Great! Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
My what?
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
I need money.
Oh,
And imagine, we can team up,
absolutely not.
and I could be your sidekick.
Aw, the end. Wow. I wonder if the devs have like revealed who has stolen Laura's lunch, because now it's just it's on my mind. What does continue do? Okay, it starts you from like a random middle part of the game. Okay, in that case we'll do that. Alright, well, that was Duck Detective, the Secret Salami. We uncovered 2 completely different illegal operations that we did not expect to in this office. We still don't know who stole Laura's lunch, to be fair. So if that was a burning question on your mind, sorry, I guess. You know, who knows? Maybe Laura was just so caffeine induced that she's forgotten she ate her own lunch. Because it looked like her lunch was right there, TBH. So, but hey, who knows? I had a blast. Thank you so much to everyone who's watched. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe if you want more. And most importantly, if there are any other detective vibe stories that you want to see us play, let me know. Let me know what's out there. I'm very excited. I love a good detective mystery type of scene, especially if the music is such a vibe. So yeah, drop a comment on your favorite detective game and we might take a look at it someday. Thanks for watching. See you later.